Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop doing some solo plays of Sagrada, which is a dice drafting game that has solo out of the box, although it has a pretty bad reputation, and based on my plays so far, a well-earned bad reputation. Sorry. But it also has some more popular fan variants on BGG. I'm going to try out one of them. And I'm playing this because every month we poll our Patreon patrons on a game they'd like to see me or Colin or one of us play, and this month Sagrada won. But I'll tell you right now, I'm not enjoying this one too much, but I'm going to try to power through and show you how the game works in case you think you would like it. And I do want to give a quick shout out to Nick from our Discord. He's the one who sent me this one, so thanks Nick. He also sent me Dawn of the Zed 3rd Edition, one of my favorite games from last year. I can say with confidence Sagrada will not be one of my favorite games of this year, but they can all be winners. So the basic idea of Sagrada is you're going to have d6 dice in different values. You're going to be drafting them into your little stained glass window here. And your first die can go on any outskirt space, but after that you have to always be building off in a diagonal or orthogonal direction from the dice you already have. Now, when you place dice, they can't be orthogonally adjacent to a die with the same value or the same color, so I couldn't put a 5 here or any purple die here. And you'll also see that some spaces have limitations, so this space has to be a yellow die, this has to be a blue die, a 3, a 6, you get the idea. And what am I trying to accomplish here? Well, I'm going to place 2 dice per round over the course of 10 rounds, and I want to try to fill my entire window. I lose a bunch of points if I don't fill some spaces. I've also got these 2 public objectives drawn from the deck. So this one says for diagonals of the same colors, I get 1 point for each space in the diagonals as long as they're diagonally connected. And this one says for every set of both a 5 and a 6 anywhere on my board, I get 2 points. And I've also got these private objectives. In the regular game, you'd only have 1 of them, but in solo you have 2. And at the end of the game, I'll pick which one I want to do, whichever one's going to give me more points, and I'll gain the sum of all the die values of the indicated die color. So the total of all the pips of my yellow dice or of my blue dice. And how the game actually goes in solo is you roll 4 dice at a time. You pick up the 2 of them to place in whichever order you like. And whichever dice you didn't place go up on the round marker, and that's going to be the AI score that you're trying to beat, the total of the pips of all the dice that went up and were not used. Now, there is a way to take away these dice so the AI doesn't score them, and that's where these tools come in. I'm playing on one of the easiest difficulty settings with 4 tools and with an easier window because I'm not good at the game, and I've still not even come close to beating it, even with this kind of setup, so we'll see how it goes. But yes, you can use a tool once per die placement, either before or after you place the die. And actually, you could just use the tool and not place a die, although that's kind of dumb. But you have to put a die of the indicated color. I so happen to have 3 purples here, probably not too great for my chances. And they'll let you do something, so it says like after drafting, you return the die to the bag and pull a new die and put it at any value. So they'll let you kind of like move things around on your board or change the die you've drafted. That's the basic idea of them. You can use them each once per game, and again, they'll take out a die so if the AI doesn't score it, so always good for you. So with that being the case, let's go! Building some windows, such an exciting theme. Okay, so 6s, generally speaking, you want to place the highest value dice if you can, because clearly the AI benefits greatly from you giving them high value dice. So, I don't know. I guess I could do the 6 green here. I don't want to do the 6 blue, because then I could never get that blue orthogonally adjacent to it. Oh, I was going to do that 6 blue, but then I couldn't do that, so maybe not. I really want that 6 blue because my private objective could give me 6 victory points from that, so maybe I won't take the 6 green. Well, here we go. I guess this would let me use all of them. Not sure if it's any good besides that. And the AI gets the 5 points from those. One thing I will say for the AI mode, it is silly fast. That's good at least. Okay, so a 5 to go with my 6s would help me get 2 points from that. Or I guess I could activate one of my tools to get rid of that 5 entirely. I could actually go like that on the blue space, and then like that. And yeah, then let me activate a tool. Which of these do I want to use? Oh, here we go. I'll use the Grozing Pliers. Increase or decrease the value of the die by 1. So sure, let's make that a 5 to get a 5-6 pair. But the 3 still goes up here. Ooh, a lot of low numbers. That might be good. You can also do another tool with a purple. Let's see, I could put this 5 purple here, though. Then sure, the green 3. Don't put it next to that 3, or I would block myself off. But this should be fine. Take 2 1s. Alright, and, okay, I prefer to have the 5 of red, which I could, like, put there, or just about anywhere. And I'm probably going for the blue private objectives. Again, the yellow 4 won't necessarily help me much. So, sure with the hay, we'll just put the 5 there in the corner. And I guess I can put the 4 green here. They'll give me that little diagonal bonus that gets me victory points. And, yeah, not going to worry about using the 2 for a tool. I could use the 4. What does this do? After drafting, place the die in a spot that is not adjacent to any other die. You know what? I'm worried about using that later, so what the hey. We'll put this green 4 here instead. Probably a terrible idea. Okay. Wow. Very low numbers. 2s and 3s. Let's try to fill in some of these random spots. So like that 3, that would be fine. I guess one of the 2s there. Sure, we'll do the yellow. Ooh. Definitely a good time to use a tool, I would think. So I can reroll the die I drafted, or I can return the die to the bag and get a new die and make it any value. That's a great tool right there. Actually, the thing is, I kind of want to put the 5 down. Like, I put it here pretty easily without taking away too many of my options. Yeah, I still have several more turns to use those. So let's just place one of the 3s. I guess right here would get me a point from the red diagonal. That seems okay. 5 points for the AI. Okay. Not getting a lot of blues for the blue private objective I think I'm going for. But this blue 1 is fine. And then I'd rather place this green, but I don't think there's anywhere I can. Yeah, because every space left on the board is a J. Oh, no, right there. There we go. The place that I originally had the other green 4. Yes. Sure, there's a lot of strategy to how I could be placing these dice, but it's okay. All right, with only 3 turns left, I'm probably going to use the purple to activate one of my leftover tools. The 4 red I can fit right in there. And I can get the 2 blue there. Although, wait, that's right, I need to. So hold on, I'm not going to do either of those yet. Is that a 4 red? I think that was. Yeah, so first I'll go ahead and use the tool. So I will, after drafting, re-roll the drafted die. So I'd have to pick which die I am drafting. So sure, we'll take this 4 red. And I get a red again. Oh, nice. I'm going to put it on this 6 spot to fill that tough to fill 1 and get me a red. And then I'll still put the blue 2 there. They only get 3. All right, so 1 tool left to use. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of yellow. Well, I guess I'll put the 4 here. I can't put the 6. Then I can put the 6 over here. I get 7 victory points. Ouch. Okay, and last turn, let's see if we get a purple. We did. I also got a lot of green there that'll be super tough to place. And by tough, I mean impossible. So we're going to have to use those purples. Yeah, because this will just let me re-roll. That's not going to help me get rid of the greens. Maybe I should have saved my other tool. But yeah, I can place both of these. If I go like that and like that, but then they get 11 points. Give me a break. All right, and as quick as that, I am finished. We're going to see how we do. So we can flip the round tracker and figure out how much the AI got. And they got 48, which is not the highest score I've seen. And I did fill my entire window, so that's good at least. We can get rid of the tools as well. All right, so clearly, let's see, 11, 12, 14 from blue, 12 from yellow. They're actually kind of close, but I'm going to use the blue private objective as my only one. So that starts me at 14 points. Okay, then for every 5, 6 pair, I get 2 points. Wait, no, let's do the diagonals first, and then I can take these off. So first, let's look at blues. I've got 2 points for that diagonal. Next, reds, I've got 3. Purples, I've got 2, 4. Greens, I've got just 2. And yellows, none at all. And finally, there's certainly no way I'm going to make up the difference, but let's see how I did. How many pairs of 5s and 6s did I have? I had 4 pairs, which gets me 8 points. I'm at 33, 15 behind the AI. Good job, Solo Sagrada, you got me. So with that pain out of the way, let's look at one of the more popular solo variants for Sagrada. You do have to print out a few things for this. You've got this little sliding thing that goes in for the AI. It just has the 5 colors in columns. You also have this deck of 17 cards you have to print out. Now, they have a nicer version now that looks more like the rest of the graphic design of the game. But this is what Nick sent to me, and it works fine, so we'll go with that. And you take 10 of these randomly to build the AI deck. And first, let's talk about how the actual play is different for me. Now I'll roll 5 dice at a time, but I randomly assign them to 5 slots. In the rules, they say to use the 1 through 5, but I find these much more convenient. And this is used for the AI cards to refer to what die they want to take. Like, it'll be the die in position 3 or position 1, going up through 5. But on odd turns, I'll go first. I'll draft 1 die, then they'll draft 2 based on their card, and I'll draft 1 of the 2 remaining. And on even turns, that's reversed. They'll draft 1, I'll draft 2, they'll draft 1 more. And the other major change from official solo, but this is how it works in actual multiplayer play, is that now you can use the tools freely, but you have to put these little stones on them. And the AI will sometimes do that, putting stones on there. And basically, you use a tool that no one has used yet in the game. It costs 1 of these. To use a tool that has been used by at least 1 player, doesn't matter how many, costs 2. So if I really rush to the tools with the 3, this is based on the window I have. It's, again, an easier window. Then I can use, like, all of these 3 tools. But more likely, I'll try to use 1 early and then save my last 2 stones for later. But my scoring is pretty much identical to what you already saw. This time we've got 3 public objectives. I get 4 points for every set of 1 die of every color on my board. I get 5 points for each row that does not have a single shared value. And I get 5 points for every mix of each value in my board entirely. So these go together pretty well. And I do again get a private objective. It is red. So what the hell, we'll put that up there to remind me that I want those. The AI also gets 1. I just know it's not red, but it could be any of the other colors. And in terms of how they score, they look at both rows and columns for pairs, or 3 of a kinds, or 4 of a kinds, or even 5 of a kinds in the row, and the better those are, the better points they score. They also score 5 points for finishing their window entirely. So besides trying to stop them from getting like 3 or 4 of a kind, the biggest thing I can do, at least the best I can figure, is try to get them to be forced to draft the same color often. Because if they can't fit a die, they'll instead try to take the die on, like, the matching round space. You'll see what I mean soon. But if they can't place that, they miss the placement entirely. So if I'm lucky, I can stop them from filling their window and getting a bunch more points. Alright, so let's jump in. That red 6 looks very inviting as a first one. And looking at this row, there is no 6 required. And in fact, I don't want a 6 anywhere near here. So yeah, I think I'll take that as my first die with my private objective, already getting me 6 points. Just to show you the AI card, they'll all show the order of dice they want. So they want the 5th die, then the 4th die, then the 3rd die, then the 2nd. If the die isn't there because I took it, they'll just go to the next number. And this is a special ability that would only matter on an even turn when they were going first, where they would immediately draft their 2nd die instead of waiting for me. So they want 5 and 4, and they just put them going from top to bottom in the correct color. So they've got a 5 yellow and a 1 green. Okay, and then I can take a green or a purple. Let's see, I know I need a 2 there, so I think I'd rather have the 3 and start working my way in. And the 2 goes down to mark the round, just to show that it's happened. But this is also where the AI will pull from if they can't gain a die. So let's say like there was a red die here on the first spot, and they already had all the red dice filled, but their card said they would take that red die. They'll instead take the die that matches the spot. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they couldn't do that, that's when they don't place at all. So that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, 5 more. And we'll just place them up here randomly. That was a 3. It's an even round, so AI goes first. Okay, and they want number 4, so that's a purple. And their next choice is a yellow. If they don't get that, they'll go for a purple. If they don't get that, they'll go for the 2 green. And that yellow is not a pair with what they already have, so I'm not too worried about that unless I want it instead. Let's see, I could place the 2 green there. That seems like a decent idea. It's not going to conflict with any of the other colors around it, and it's getting me closer to my color variety. I've got 1 of each color of the ones I've drafted, and my row shade goal. Now let's see, I could place the yellow 4 here. I know I'd have to have another yellow there, but this wouldn't affect it at all since it's kind of far away from it. So we'll stop there and let the AI get, what was its next choice? 3 and then 5, so they'll get, oh wait, that is a pair, darn it. So maybe instead of this, I'll get the 3 purple myself and go down here. Yeah, that seems good as well. So they'll get this, and there we go. There we got a nice little color medley here. There's a red die I might want to draft, although it would not fit into the red only spot I have there. I guess I can put it up here without too much trouble. All right, this is an example. Again, the graphics are updated if you print this out from BGG of them using a tool. It says the 3rd tool, left to right, and they're going to place 1 or 2 tokens if they have to on that tool. Then they're drafting the 3rd and the 4th die. So yikes, that's a pair. Although I guess it's good that that's almost full. All right, and clearly I have a bunch of purple, so the yellow would be better here. I don't want a 6 here because I already have one. I don't want a 6 there. Although I guess I could use the grinding stone and just flip it. Yeah, because I need yellows all these other places. So Actually, yeah, why don't I put it here with the flip? One or yellow? Which one is more likely to happen? Let's go with the yellow there. So I will use the grinding stone once. All right, and wow, it is just a ton of red dice. AI's first. They want that red 5, hey. And then they'll want the green 1 later, which would be a pair. What's their next choice? The red 2, that would be okay, so I might take the green 1 if I can. But I definitely want the red 4. Ooh, this would work pretty well. And then sure, let's go for the green 1 here. That's keeping my values. Although, let's see, I would need a 2, 5, 6 in there. Yeah, that's pretty easy to make happen. And yeah, they're going to take the red 2, and the purple comes down. All right, ton of blues this time. And I'm first. Let's see. I don't have any blues, so I definitely want that to work toward the color variety, and I need a 4, so it seems like either of those is good. But since there's 2 of them, I guess I can wait a second on that. I could do the yellow 6 here. That seems pretty safe. Yeah, let's do that. Chances of them drafting both those blue 4s seem super low. Okay, they're going to do, the third tool again. That's good, because if they don't spend these, that's worth extra victory points, and they had to spend 2 since there was already 1 there. And then, yeah, they'll take the blue 2. Oh, no! They did take both the blues. Oh, that got them a pair and messed up my plans. Darn it. They read me like a book. Well, I can still take the blue 2. That shouldn't mess with anything I need at the moment. There we go. And I can see if they run out of space, they're going to be doing a lot of green and purple, which isn't necessarily good for me because they have a lot of purple space. All right, here we go. They're going first. They're taking... Okay, so they're done yellow, but they do have a 3 of a kind. And then next, they would like the green 4, which I don't mind at all. So unless I need that green 4, I'm going to leave it alone. Definitely want the red first if I can get it. And I can put it like down here. And then blue is still kind of the odd color out in terms of my group. So what if I get this blue 5? Now if I put it there, I would have to get a 2 in that spot, and a 2 that's not blue or red. Which maybe is hedging myself in a little bit too much, but let's try it. And then yeah, the 3 red... I mean, here or... Oh, no, I can't go there because it's red, so I'll go there. Okay, and they're getting the 4 green they wanted. Not looking too carefully. I hope I'm not hedging myself in too much. All right, so I'm first this time. I would love that red 5. I don't have a 5 here yet. I don't have a 5 here yet, although I couldn't put it there. Can't put it there. Can't put it there, so sure. Let's grab this. Put it here, and that way I can put anything except a 1 or a 5 there, although I really... Oh, wait. I have 2, 3, so I would love a 4 there, and then a 6 there. We'll see if we can make that happen. Okay, the AI's taking... I already took 3, so 4 and 5. The blues didn't pair up with anything, and that's full. I'm fine with that. All right, and then let's see. A 4 green I could fit in there, but no, that would not get me the row of different numbers. Could put the 4 green right here. Or do I want the 1 yellow? I just realized this is the only 4 I have so far for this shade variety. I kind of forgot about that one. So yeah, definitely getting that over the yellow. Or, you know what? Let's put it here. Because I'm worried about having 3 different colors around the spot. It might be impossible to fill. Ooh, a 6 red if I can grab it. But the AI's first. They got the 4 green. It's pairing up. It's not too bad. And then next they would want the purple or the blue or the other blue. Yeah, I think I can just let them have the purple unless I want it. But first I definitely want that red 6. Yes, there we go. That fits in nicely. Now the 2 blue would complete that one. Yeah, and I already have 3s in every row, so let's go for that. Okay, and they get their purple. That comes down. Okay, we're getting near the end. Okay, and I'm first. The yellow 6 would fit in right there. Let's see, I've got a ton of reds, only 2 purples, only 2 yellows. So yeah, yellow and then a purple would help me get extra points. So if I take that yellow 6, what do I need in here? I need like a 4. Yeah, I need a 4. That's literally what I need. Although I could flip a 3 to a 4 with the grinding stone. But let's get this before I do anything else. Oh wait, I can't do that. There's a 6 right next to it. Oh no, I made it impossible for me to finish this row because I can't put a 2 or a 6 there. Darn it. I guess I could try to move a die. But yeah, I don't think that's going to help very much. So I'm just going to forget about that row, I think. So here, let's grab this purple 5 right in there. Okay, and they're getting 2 purple. Okay, and then 5 they can't fit. So they would try to put the purple die instead, and this one plops down into the spot it occupied. Because that was the 5th spot, the 5th die that they couldn't place. Okay, that's a lot of 6s that I don't need, but I do need 1s, so let's see which of these I can flip. I guess the blue would fit in there, and the yellow would as well, so either one is fine. Okay, so yeah, let's use the grinding stem. That's the last of my tokens. And what the hey, I'll just get the blue. There we go. Oh, wait, no, sorry. I have more blues than yellows for the other objective, having different colors, so there we go. All right, last turn with no tools left. The chances of me actually finishing my board are very slim. Okay, the Atomics first. They're grabbing a blue. They also can't grab the 5th, so they'll go to their next one. They're grabbing a red 2, pairing it up. What do they want next? The red 1 would be fine for them. But I can't take it because it won't fit anywhere. Ooh, 4 yellow. That will finish that one off. Boom. I think that was a 1, yes. Now, is there anything I can do here? No, I can't place any of those, so I'm just going to have to pass on my final turn. Darn it. Okay, and then they're getting the red 1. They happily finish everything. So this might go just as well as the last game did. All right, so we'll flip this over. We can do my scoring first to heighten my shame. All right, so let's do the only one that's based on actual placement first. So I have all different values here, and not there, and here. So I did get 15 from that. Okay, now color variety, let's see. My fewest is... Oh, do I have at least 3 of each? 3 green, 4 yellow, 3 blue, 3 purple. Nice, okay, so I got 3 sets, that's 12. Okay, and then shade variety should be pretty good because of the rose shade variety. All right, I promise you, in no way did I plan to have 3 perfect sets. That is just dumb luck there, but I got 15 points. Not gonna complain. I'm at 42. Okay, and then my personal goal, I've got, 3, 9, 14, 17, 21, 27? Seems pretty good. It's definitely the best score I've gotten. So that would be 49 plus 20 be 69. So you flip us to the 50 side, plus 19. Now I did have 1 spot unfinished, so I go down to 68. But I'm feeling kind of confident. This is better than I did last time. So now the scoring for them is kind of goofy. It's 4 points for each pair they have. We're going to do columns first. So they've got 4, 8. Oh man, that's a 4 of a kind. So that's another 8. So that's 16. A pair here, 20. And a 3 of a kind here, that's 5. So 25. Okay, now they're rows. They've got a pair for 4. A pair, that's 8. Pair of 4s. They like those 4s and 5s. That's 12. And 2 pairs. So that's 8 to put them to 20. So that's 45. Next, if they have a completed window, they get 5 points, brings them to 50. If they have unused tokens, they get 1 point for each of those, so that's 52. And now, will they beat me? It all comes down to this. Which do I want it to be? It can't be red. I mean, purple would be 12 points. I would still win with that. Something like yellow, I think, would beat me. Oh, and it is yellow. Let's see. 4, 8, 12, 17... So they go to 19 by 1 point. No! So there you go. That was the fan variant for Sagrada. 100 times more interesting than the official solo variant. But with that being said, I'm definitely not going to review this one. It's not to my taste. I like my dice placement to be more like one deck dungeon where you have a lot of like mitigation and combos. Just drafting the dice, I don't find that interesting personally. But thanks for watching. Thanks, Nick, for giving me the chance to play this one. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.